In the grand halls where decisions that shape nations are made, there lies a darker side, often hidden from the public's eye. The children of presidents, born into privilege and high expectations, are frequently swept into the temptations of crime, drugs, and scandal. They are often caught up in crimes like money laundering, a shadow that follows many presidential children. While their parents lead nations, these offspring can be lured by a world of temptations, greed, and the allure of power. Not long ago, in 2023, the son of Colombian President Gustavo Francisco Petro, Nicolás Petro, was arrested for collaborating with drug traffickers. In South Africa, Duduzane Zuma, the son of former President Jacob Zuma, was accused of corruption and exploiting his influence in business dealings with the notorious Gupta family. Even in the United States, presidential children are not immune. Hunter Biden, son of President Joe Biden, became infamous for a series of scandals. From 2019 to 2024, his controversies ranged from drug abuse, illegal possession of firearms, tax evasion, to controversial dealings with Burisma, a Ukrainian gas company. These are not isolated incidents. Across Africa, as you cross the Atlantic to the Americas, and further across the Pacific into Asia and Europe, the children of powerful leaders often find themselves in situations that risk tarnishing the legacy their parents have built. Behind the closed doors of luxury hotels, the trials of power, ambition, and desire clash, creating the perfect storm for scandal. The world watches as their lives fluctuate between the rise and fall, with every action dissected and broadcast. Their photos and videos become social media currency, traded across platforms for endless attention. But being a presidential child doesn't just come with these pitfalls. They are also burdened with the task of upholding the legacy their parents tried so hard to build. Despite the wealth, power, and connections, they too are human, prone to mistakes, and perhaps most importantly, they carry the weight of their last name. Let me take a step back from how I started. In the gilded corridors of power, where decisions for nations are crafted, the life of a president's firstborn son is marked by privilege, responsibility, and intense scrutiny. Honor, sacrifice, and the pursuit of building something larger than oneself define his existence. The firstborn son of a president is a symbol of hope, a living embodiment of the nation's dreams. From the moment of his birth, he is thrust into a world of constant attention, and his every step is meticulously followed, forever linked to his family's political dynasty. But he is not just a child, he is the personification of his father's vision. Every move he makes is scrutinized. Every word he utters is analyzed. His latest photos and videos instantly go viral, becoming the week's hot topic on social media, collecting thousands of likes and comments. The pressure to preserve the family's honor is overwhelming. As the firstborn, there is no room for error, no space for weakness. His education is planned long before he can understand it. He is enrolled in elite schools where the world's most powerful families send their children to be groomed. It is there that he learns the art of diplomacy, leadership, and governance. From an early age, he is reminded of his duty to protect his family's legacy, a weight he will carry for life. Beyond the wealth and security lies a deeper challenge, making a real difference. Inspired by his father's vision, he embarks on a mission to advance his nation and to lead projects that reflect the soul of his country. In quiet moments, away from the public gaze, he continues to shoulder immense responsibilities, knowing that he is a mirror for his generation, not just in his country, but around the world. In public, Ivan Kagame is known as a well-mannered, humble, and composed young man. If you've never met him, you might mistake his quiet demeanor for distance. But those who know him well describe him as approachable, calm, and a good listener, especially during his high school years. He prefers to listen first, weigh perspectives, and then share his thoughts. Today, Let's explore the life of this man admired by many Rwandans. This is the story of Ivan Kagame, the firstborn son of Rwanda's president. It's Jackson you are listening to as usual. I'm your documentarian servant you are watching. Welcome to the world of research, and welcome to the large family of WIN. Ivan Kagame was born in Uganda on March 23, 1990, during his parents' exile. His parents, Paul Kagame and Jeanette Kagame, had been married for 9 months and 10 days, having wed on June 10, 1989, in Uganda. At the time of Ivan's birth, his father held a deputy director of intelligence position in the Ugandan military, deeply involved in the preparations for the liberation of Rwanda. In a story recently shared by President Paul Kagame during a meeting with content creators at Mulindi on July 9, 2024, he recounted a personal memory of when Ivan visited him during the Rwandan Liberation War.
When she found me there, she was already pregnant with her first son, Ivan. In 93, actually in 94, just before genocide, he was 3 years old. He was sent to me. I stayed with him in this house. I stayed with him for maybe a week. So I sent a message back. I told the people who had stayed here, I said they should quickly take this kid back across the border and take him back to his mother. You won't believe it, he refused. He refused, he cried, he said, no, you must see me first. He was like, where is my father? Where is he? He refused that day, and the next day we were very busy out there. So I had to drive and walk back on the second day to come and convince him to go. I came back, arrived here around 4:30 in the morning, and stayed up until he was sleeping until he woke up. And so I told him, your mother wants you, you have to go. It seems he was happy where he was staying. He wasn't. So I had to convince him. I literally forced him, gave them somebody who took him to the border, and then I went back immediately. I didn't even rest. I had to go back and in the process.
Ivan grew up in a household built on discipline, service, and leadership. As the eldest son, he quickly learned that his actions carried great significance, both for his family's legacy and his nation's future. Ivan attended Green Hills Academy in Rwanda for his primary education, where he gained both Rwandan values and a global perspective. For high school, he moved to the United States, attending Deerfield Academy, one of the country's most prestigious schools known for its academic excellence and emphasis on character building. After graduating from Deerfield in May 2009, Ivan enrolled in the United States Military Academy at West Point, a world-renowned institution. West Point's motto, "Duty, Honor, Country," became a guiding principle in Ivan's life. In March 2010, his parents, President Kagame and First Lady Jeanette Kagame, along with his sister Ange Kagame, visited him at the academy. During the visit, President Kagame delivered a speech attended by over 3,000 people, emphasizing global security, international relations, and the importance of addressing the root causes of problems. There have been many rumors that Ivan was admitted to West Point because he is the president's son. However, these are false. Ivan earned his place through hard work, meeting all the rigorous requirements of the academy. He passed all physical and academic tests with high marks. Many of the world's most prominent military leaders, like General MacArthur, attended West Point, and while Ivan Kagame comes from a significant political family, his admission was based solely on his abilities and dedication. Ivan has always been meticulous, known for paying attention to the smallest details. Some even say he enjoys washing and ironing his own clothes. He prefers order and neatness, and when things are out of place, he takes it upon himself to restore order. Ivan first attracted public attention during his father's 2010 presidential campaign, where he stood by his father's side at rallies, often seen dancing with the crowds. His height made him instantly recognizable. During one rally, Ivan famously switched his mother's hat with his own, a moment captured on video that quickly went viral. You might have seen it. If not, it's worth watching now. Friends describe Ivan as a down-to-earth person, despite being the president's son. They say he doesn't act with arrogance or entitlement. In 2013, Ivan pursued his education further at Pace University in New York City, earning a bachelor's degree in economics. Pace University is one of the oldest universities globally, established in 1906. Ivan was known for his intelligence and leadership at Pace. He had a passion for business and economics, constantly seeking ways to bring new ideas to Rwanda. Ivan's siblings also pursued their education in the United States. Ivan Kagame graduated from Smith College with a degree in political science, while Major Ivan Kagame earned a master's degree in finance from Williams College before attending the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst, where he became a second lieutenant in 2022. The youngest sibling, Brian Kagame, is passionate about technology and innovation, participating in initiatives aimed at making Rwanda a tech hub in Africa. After completing his undergraduate studies in economics, Ivan went on to study at the Marshall School of Business at the University of Southern California, where he earned a master's degree in business administration, MBA, in 2018. With a wealth of knowledge and experience, Ivan returned to Rwanda to contribute to the nation's development. He became involved in various business ventures, focusing on critical sectors such as technology, agriculture, and finance. His goal was not merely profit, but creating opportunities for his fellow Rwandans. In 2020, Ivan was appointed to the board of directors of the Rwanda Development Board, RDB, a recognition of his expertise and leadership. Ivan is also a partner in venture capital funds and a co-founder of a leading energy company. His knowledge and experience in investment, business development, and venture management make him a key figure in Rwanda's progress. Ivan's projects focus on empowering local communities and fostering sustainable development. One of his most renowned initiatives is a technology hub aimed at helping young Rwandans innovate, solve domestic challenges, and create new businesses. You can listen to Ivan discuss these efforts in this video.
Technology is the great equalizer at the end of the day. If you look at Africa, you see the highest levels of mobile penetration. You see all these creative solutions coming up in mobile banking, where it's actually probably even faster for me to wire money to people, to send money, than it is to do it here. Currently, you have a situation where you have a lot of really smart, young, energetic entrepreneurs. There are some challenges that are there. There's a lack of funding. There's a lack of incubators or mentorship that allows them to learn how to take these ideas that they may have and maybe get the other skills that we have to do the proper business practices and allow them to really compete on a global scale.
On May 18th, 2020, Ivan was named to the board of directors of the Rwanda Development Board, RDB, by a decision of the Council of Ministers chaired by President Kagame. In a world dominated by technology, news outlets often focus on the children of presidents, especially when it comes to scandal. Some firstborn children fall into the traps of drugs and other illegal activities. However, the story of Ivan Kagame and his siblings is different. They have built their lives on integrity and have remained far from the controversy. There are rumors circulating about Ivan's wealth. Let me assure you that these are mostly unfounded. Ivan has worked diligently for years, and if he has wealth, it's the result of his hard work, his business ventures, and his professional roles. However, baseless rumors without evidence should always be viewed with caution. Ivan Kagame does not have any official social media accounts, whether it's X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, or Snapchat. The same applies to his siblings, Major Ian, Brian, and Ange, although Ange does use X. If you see profiles using their names on these platforms, beware, as they are likely impersonators. Ivan and his family are busy building Rwanda, far removed from the daily distractions of social media.
It's Jackson aka JD you are listening to. I wish you better life, foods, and money.